Hello. 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 Oh, they're all saying hello. There's got to be an emote for that, right?
Eh,
Like the America, yeah, and then just hello is a bunch of the little shits saying hello.
I feel like it should
You
be.
you need to you
Eh,
need to and by you I mean somebody else needs to like make more meme stuff. Cause like I don't know how many chats I go into where like they're VTubers and like they have emotes, but they're memes, like the or they're like their little mascots. So like you go into Rose's thing and like her scatter emote
Yep,
is all of her little Beepoo buns running away. You
yeah,
gotta
for
you gotta
everything.
get that, but like a bunch of memes to run away. Something
We're
like
working on
that.
it. It's that's kind of what the previously commissioned ones were. So I part of. But just gonna have to build it up over time.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it'll take some time. It's not immediate, but
And I
yeah,
also trying to get like more general ones first, so it's easier to like
yeah,
edit them, like community
yeah. You
edits
have
and stuff.
a base to work off of.
Yeah.
She's already standing up. She's already gotten out of her seat.
Yep. I'm monitoring. We haven't started yet properly.
True. Chat of if body parts of mine suddenly fly away, blame tracking. I don't know what's happening. It's being a
Blame them.
real piece of shit today.
Whatever happens, blame them.
True. He's not even here right now.
Yes, he can't even defend himself.
Yeah, he's too busy moving a harpsichord. Well, it's the perfect the gap in the chair is like the perfect size and spot for your tail to go through.
Oh, letting them twinkle.
You ever think about how like cat girls, like the chairs and stuff that they would need, like in a in
Yeah.
a in a world where hybrid people exist, like furniture and stuff would need to be altered for like big
Yeah.
fucking tails.
Unironically, I think a great example of taking that into account is actually like Zootopia.
Yeah,
Like that's hey, that's like the extreme, obviously, but it's the same concept.
yeah, the like that whole thing where they introduced the fox guy, whatever
City.
his name is. What?
Oh, well, the entire scene when they introduce the city, like when he like first arrives, they show off all the different animals and like how the city is like adapted to fit like every single animal, basically.
I don't remember. I didn't. It was been a while since we watched it. But yeah, like that. It's cool. Ingenuity. When people make things that make sense, it's cool.
Yeah. It's,
Quick change. It's impressive. You're like Superman.
yeah. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. There we go.
Oh, look! Another fry for
Yeah.
the wood
See, who are
chipper.
you? Who's the? I don't. Where'd Talus go? What? Where did Talus go? Who's this?
Gone.
I don't. What happened?
Disappeared. Is this hot more?
Thank.
I saw that
Top.
RP. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, I did as well
There's
because I looked at your
top
Twitter.
more. But I'm curious about what is thoughtful, thoughtful,
That's the.
thought empty. Like how far can you take it?
You just can like. What are those? What are those words? More, less. Full. Those not verbs, are they? Because I was gonna say like you could just go through the line of like tot
Yeah,
full is definitely you just I guess it could be like the fat version of you. Got like a big belt,
Yeah,
not
the
inflation.
round one.
I mean,
Yeah,
unless you want to be inflated, but
it'll
the
turn you up a
Discord
little bit.
moderator version of you is thoughtful. That your little keyboard. Oh my, oh Radiant. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, I can't wait to see you at TwitchCon. Oh,
The only
you
Nicholas
know,
protector. Also, hi
the
Bobs.
white. Is your thing good?
Huh?
Your voice,
I have no clue.
chat.
Why? What's up?
I'm not the only one that like the start of a lot of her sentences are like fucked from the voice AI. It's
That is
hiccuping a bit.
hiccuping
Okay,
a
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
God fucking damn it.
You're gonna be sick? What, you don't like the Discord moderator, Hal? It's okay. When we meet up at TwitchCon, I'll happily like come to your Airbnb and creep up behind you and just go, oh, he'll love it.
Uh,
That's the
cat.
great part of just actually meeting these people IRL is just one, I can finally confront them about about the bullshit that they've done to me. It's gonna, you know what the best part of this is gonna be for me? I get
Oh
to
god.
see the
Here you go.
face of the person that like 2 3 years ago was sexually assaulting me in front of a large crowd of drunk people. I get to look them in the eyes and be like, yeah, remember that? Hey, yeah,
I remember.
yeah, yeah. And then other people I can just be an absolute idiot and buffoon to.
Can't wait to see the shortest of the group. Play.
Radiant.
100% play.
Isn't
Wait,
isn't
what?
Radiant like fucking 5-0?
I don't know. I thought play. It's just
What?
I don't know. I
It it's gotten worse.
I
But yeah,
think
I'm
my
pretty as far as I know, it goes Radiant, Lay, me, Pris, and then you. If we were to make like a scale. I might be wrong though. I'm pretty because Lay I think is like what 5'2" or he's 5'4" I think, and
I
Radiant I
have
think is
no
also
clue what his
around that
actual age is or total height is because he
age.
gives a different, just like his age, he gives a different answer every fucking time. So, isn't it
I
five
know,
something?
I know both of them, his height and his age. He's 4'9" and a little bitch.
Lay is cute sized on the biggest in Europe. Yeah,
Oh,
there you
the
go.
little bitch
He's
just
a
showed up.
Hulk. That is the Hulk. Literally Hulk Hogan.
Ain't no way. First of all, Hulk Hogan's not 7'11". Hulk Hogan's all like fucking 6'5", and his spine has compressed to make him shorter over the years.
Yeah, he's like one of the only wrestler in it. So,
The only The Rock and John Cena. I
well, yeah,
guarantee
but
because they're actors.
okay, but
And
yeah,
some
I don't really count them because yeah,
do
they're
you know
actors now. They
do you know Drax the Destroyer from the Marvel?
no.
Oh, wow, he was a wrestler.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hi Boomer,
Yeah, the Undertaker.
Undertaker.
There's
That name I recognize the name because it's something you talked a lot about. But
yeah, Bautista. Flops is naming some old school wrestlers over there. I'm proud of you. Those were the wrestlers that were like young and up and comers when Flops was watching.
Damn. Okay, well,
Well, yeah. Is it
we can probably
is
just
it
segue
time
into starting, I guess.
segue into welcome to episode number 2 of Unscripted Toast. Definitely episode number 2. Don't look at
Yep.
anything else. Anything else is lies on the Wikipedia page. You think we can get a fan wiki for Unscripted Toast? Or like a TV tropes page? One of those? IMDb or whatever?
I have no clue. I don't. Well, I hold.
I don't know what you just said. Are you talking now? Because no words are coming out. There's like you're not actually talking anymore. Is the battery done? Oh no. This does not bode well for episode 2 of Unscripted Toast. If
No,
the
it's
mic
not the. It's the battery. I think it's
is the
actually the
battery,
PC who's having issues.
we don't
Weirdly
need
enough.
enough. We've already had so many issues with this fucking show. We don't need to scrap another episode.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, to be fair, we've only just started,
It's
so
muted real.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
if anything, you know, just cut this part out of the beginning, unless you like the technical stuff side of it. Some people do. It's relatable. Welcome, chat. Come on in. Come on in. Everybody, take your seat. Get comfortable. We're having some technical issues right at the start, but hopefully we can get them resolved. I don't know what that means
Yep.
because I don't think she's actually doing anything, but
Yeah, I'm not really sure about what is on the. See, she's icy. It's just a guess because earlier this week or last week at some point, it like the AI software froze.
oh,
Before
that's not good.
had it happen again, but eh,
Yeah.
Oh, look!
stress.
Another fry for the wood chipper.
Understandable.
What? Again, hello, people of the internet. What do we want to start or
I just gonna thank subs real quick. Eat it.
yeah?
And
What?
yes, I have restarted AI because I turn it off every day. The ding dong. Sakura. Fuck you, Sakura.
Oh, I should
CD Muller, thank you for 41 months. Snans, thank you for 3 months. And Pokey Slimy, thank you for 41 months.
ding dong, ding dong,
Yeah.
ding dong,
Okay.
ding dong.
Hi,
I know my bell. Ding
Yeah.
dong.
Okay. Those your
So what do you want
vamps.
to
50 minutes. What the fuck is vamps?
vamp? You don't know what vamping is? It's
No.
just filling time. It's like
Oh.
say there's like 20 minutes between like one set and another set, and you just throw someone out there to vamp for that time. Just be like, "Hey, how's it going, everybody? We're having fun tonight.
Hello.
Yeah, we're just filling time. I'm here to distract you while things are happening in the background." I can do that if need be.
If
Like
they be
if you need to, yeah,
yeah, if I
because if
need
it
to
keeps
add the
being
AIPC or
fucky,
anything like that. So.
because
Is it fine? Oh, excuse me.
no, I didn't hear. I heard, "Is it fine?" and then you died. Because I want it to work so that people can hear you and I can hear you. I can speak about apples for 50 minutes if you need. Fuck, I gotta open up that webpage. Uh, or the pins. Oh, there we go. I have the site now ready if need be. I won't be able to put the apple on the screen because Ben is AFK right now. So I'm excited. I'm glad people enjoy the Apple facts. I thought it was gonna be like a dead thing that nobody gives a shit, but people are actually like kind of into the Apple facts. Or it's not facts. People think it's
Uh,
like Apple facts. It's just Apple reviews. Oh, Ben
hell yeah.
is back. Yeah, they're reviews of apples. I don't know. I remember what was the last apple I did? Uh Hello. We got another review. Well, I'm glad that people enjoy the reviews. We're gonna start off the episode with Apple review. Are you,
Um, test. Hello, ba.
as of right now, it's still working?
Yeah, I had I hear myself. Saiton.
Oh, yeah, you
Hi.
should have one of the things where like you have your voice go back to you, especially with AI voice. That way you can hear what it's actually saying because it fucks up sometimes. It's it's insanely hard to like get
Yeah,
over once you do it. Like once you start, it's really hard, but
that's
hearing it back in your head like as you're saying it will help you hear
yeah.
when it's
Would
fucking up.
probably be did admin right there.
Yeah. See?
Um, that's would probably be the like one. Yeah. uh,
Yeah, you see? This is what we're hearing. And now you're hearing it in real time.
Yeah.
Playback on normal voice.
I wonder. Blah 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 blah. Blah.
Wah wah wah
Well,
wah wah.
now shaking the mic and seeing if it resets.
Oh, the mic is far
No no
away,
no
so
no
you
no no
can't
no no
hear.
no no no. The fuck.
It works fine for like a bit, and then sometimes it goes.
The toast is being floor toast. Fucking now I have my hand between my mouth and the mic and it's still picking up perfectly. The fuck?
Yeah, because your sound travels. You can't just
No,
fucking stop
yeah,
it
but
like it's light. It's not gonna just stop. It's gonna go around it. I know how that works, and I don't know sound shit.
uh, okay, well, I'll keep it like this for now.
I'm gonna have a drink of my gamer sub.
Dimmer's ups.
Todd is sponsored by Gamer Subs. What? I have the taste
What
of pizza in
ups?
my mouth.
I had pizza today as well.
Oh, what kind?
And I was supposed to buy like tomato pizza, but I accidentally picked up a salami pizza instead.
What is it? Is a tomato pizza just pizza with tomato on it?
Where's that tomato sauce? Just
What?
yeah.
I heard tomato sauce at the end.
I feel like it's the PC. I'm gonna restart just for real quick. You can
Okay.
probably do a app review.
Hey, chat. Guess what time it is? We're starting off Unscripted Toast with a great segment. The segment everybody loves. Apple reviews. Hey, from the lovely Apple Rankings website. Let's see. What's a good apple? We're gonna look at an apple. Don't facepalm that. Uh, let's see. What's a good one? Oh, there's a lot of text there. I don't know if I want. Where was it? I remember there being a named apple that was like, okay, you know what? Let's go. Let's go. What? Today we're gonna be reviewing the Kanzai apple. This is at the top, Ben. It's one of the better apples. The Kanzi apple. All right. It's chat. This apple is ranked number one in sour apples. All right. It is the European party apple. So that this apple is very into the European parties. Who knows if it's into the European roleplay? I don't know, but this apple is the Kanzi apple. Keep this apple away from your children. Sorry, I just wanted to that's the first line of it. Keep this apple away from your children. For one bite from this dangerously tart, sour, warhead-esque European party apple can send even the most hardened chewers down a wormhole of indescribable intensity, rendering a normal life a feckless charade lacking all discernible stimuli. The provocation, the provocative slogan of this fruit-like opioid is "seduce life," a despicable and totally inappropriate combination of words for any occasion, much less a fruit's mantra. But perhaps the Belgian sociopaths who cooked up this irresistible scourge on humanity uttered these words as a warning. Heed them, or become one of the delirious hordes of cocksure maniacs who dared enter the realm of psychedelic ecstasy that is the kanzi. Once you do, you may never be able to break free from the siren's embrace. Bonus points to taste. Who who looks at an apple and describes it as being made by Belgian sociopaths who cooked up an irresistible scourge on humanity? Welcome back. That's the Kanzi
Thanks.
apple, by the way. If you like sour apples, I suggest that one. Apparently, it's the best sour apple. The,
I
calls
actually
it
really
simple.
like sour apples.
Maybe we got to get you a Kanzi apple, Tot, because apparently, once you try it, you may never be able to break free from the siren's embrace. It's so good, it's dangerous.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a good apple. Well, I take it you restarted. I filled enough time,
Yep.
and you sound good so far. There hasn't been any scuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Granted, we've only just started. But yeah, what a good start to the thing, the podcast
That
with
is
the
fine.
Apple review.
Yeah, some warm up. It's fine.
Yeah, get my voice back up to talking, because God knows I don't do it enough. Oh, we're almost at 200 downloads. That's a good job. You did good.
Yeah.
Congrats.
That I think haven't updated in over days. So it could be above that because it to 90 whatever it is now.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm surprised because I remember a while ago. I don't know if this was on stream or not, but you mentioned something about Opera not wanting to do like stream sponsors and mostly do video sponsors. So I'm surprised that you managed to convince them to allow the stream sponsorship, and
Um,
it seems to be working, or someone did.
yeah, the thing is, it wasn't Opera directly. That time, it was like a third party who connects us.
Okay. And they were like, "We want you to do a video instead of a stream."
Pretty much.
That's annoying. But yeah, I'm glad you were able to convince whoever to get stream sponsorship because 200 downloads is fucking nothing to scoff at. I need to do
Yeah.
that as well
No,
because
I think it's gone pretty well.
I'm still on Chrome and Firefox, so I got to make sure I do that.
Hell yeah.
The mod downloads as well. You can customize everything
Yeah.
from the clickety clacks of the keys. I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
pushing it, but
Ben, if you
yeah.
have the full message that you usually post, I can pin it if you want. But yeah, Ben made a custom theme, custom Talos theme. You can download if you have Opera GX. So
Yeah, I will admit the customizability of Opera is very nice. Like everything that I've seen is
yeah,
like that.
you
You
can
know,
limit all the resources like manually as well.
yeah, it's above my pay grade, but yeah.
It also has a
But this
built-in
is
VPN, but like browser only.
oh, that's good. You don't need to get one of the many fucking VPN sponsorships that plagued YouTube for a while. I haven't really seen many of them lately. I'll be honest. I don't
Yeah,
see
I
much in terms
only
of the big three or
what's it
four.
called? Yeah, there's only one I really hear about these days.
But don't promote them. Uh,
There we go.
oh, there's a thing.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, they. I
God damn
forgot
it,
that they have
register.
a VTuber. You could. Hey, do you, you
Yep.
think you could collab with them? Get a collab with Opera.
That'd be sick, but still, I don't know how I would collab or what we would do.
I mean, I think that just like one of the just random games like Among Us or whatever. Actually, I remember I saw late recently. There's like it's Among Us like, which I'm not a fan of, but the unique twist on it is that it's like in an office and there's like managers and like slackers and stuff, and I'm like, okay, you're adding a little bit more to it than just who's the bad guy, kill him. And then plus you can like if you have the right people, you can like RP with it. You can like have fun with it. Not full on RP, but like have fun.
Yeah. Lockdown protocol.
Is that what it is? I don't know. It's like an office
Uh,
game. You're in a literal office.
yeah, I don't know if it is lockdown protocol, but I know Chris has been wanting to
I
play.
yeah, I assume it's that.
No, like, no. Ban that guy.
Mods. Twist is nuts. But yeah, I've heard it's a good game. I've seen a little bit. Dale and Dawson's. That's what it is. I remember that name now. Dale and Dawson's. I've seen a
Okay.
bit of it, and if with like the right people, I think it can be fun. Also, not fully this, but I wanted to have you played or watched much of Detroit Become Human?
Um, I know the basics of it, but not because of like watching the game itself. There is a Miracle of Sun. Is that what his name is? I'm blanking on his name as well. He
Who? What?
made is that his name? Miracle of Sun?
Who? What? Merkel has what? Merkel has what?
Miracle of Sound.
Miracle of Sound. I don't know what that is. It's like Heavy Rain is the way I describe it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Miracle of Sound. He made a cover of it.
I died?
What?
Huh? I don't know what that means. You're dead to me. Oh, yeah. Get the phrasing right, idiot. Um, no, what are you doing?
I am refreshing the alert box because some bot followed.
Well, you've removed the camera.
Yeah, so because I can click through the fucking. There we go. How the fuck?
Uh,
Hi
what?
X, are you kidding me?
What did you do?
On the camera, you had a tiny X in the upper left corner. If you click
Yeah.
that, you remove
Yes.
the camera. I was moving around with my overlay, and I somehow hit that when the camera was like, way off.
Damn, you got pinpoint accuracy when it doesn't matter. When it actively negatively affects you.
Yep.
But yeah,
Hey,
I don't know.
well,
It looked like a game that I think you would enjoy, or maybe not enjoy, but I feel like it'd be fun to stream and have
yeah.
chat like be like, you're an idiot, why'd you make that decision? Now this character's gonna die.
Not only
And
that,
you know,
but I think the like emphasis of the game also kind of interests me. I've
yeah,
but I
like
had
AI
eye
and
for it
robots and
before,
stuff.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm. This is me giving my suggestion of like I think it'd be an entertaining stream, and you know, I'm sure chat would like to watch you play games as well. But whatever you do, don't make any certain jokes during it. Otherwise, you might get like a little 30-day ban if you make certain statements.
Yeah.
Call that a segue.
Segue. Okay. Good job.
Thanks. I know nothing about the topic other than that. Do you know anything more about it? I
Yeah.
would assume you do because you're more in
Um.
tune with that stuff.
Not really. I haven't really. I've been to my parents' place. I haven't really had time to like do much today or to
Oh,
read up about like today's new happenings and like that's these are, like today reasons. Basically to kind of like give a summary. Fallen Shadow, a fairly big YouTuber who got banned for 7 days, I think, or if it was 3 days, on her birthday when she had like
oof.
special stream events planned. Um, then today, she got banned again for, I guess, either a self harm joke or
I
she
mean
had like
this
some alcohol, some cream liquor.
the statement that like was shown was like hold on, can I pull it up? Do I have it? Where's Twitter? I think I bookmarked it. I did. Uh, what was it? The suicidal or self-harm behavior, seriously threatening to harm yourself or endanger your life, is not allowed on Twitch. That was the thing that they said. So it might have been like a joke or a statement or anything. But then yeah, they were like, "We're concerned about you. If you're currently struggling or feeling unsafe, please reach out for help. Just talk to someone you trust. Go to a doctor or the hospital. This is a breach of community
Yep.
guidelines. We've suspended your account for 30 days. Know that you are a valued part of the Twitch community. Please take care." Yeah, that's the best thing you want to do. Of like, if somebody is a streamer and they they say something about like self-harm, yeah, let's take away your source of income for a month. That'll make you feel
Yep.
better, and your ability to interact with your community. That
Well,
best way.
I
30
think
days.
it's like I think it's borderline like they just taking away their responsibility. Like if something were to happen, they are not
Yeah,
at fault. That's
yeah,
basically
they're
what the
caring
move
about
was. I think.
themselves. Yeah, they're like, if you do something to yourself, and it's on your stream, we look bad. So we're just gonna take your ability to do that away. And then if anything happens, oh, that's not on us. It wasn't on our site.
Yeah. A couple of different thoughts on this. First is probably not exactly what you would expect, but I actually don't really have a problem with like them not caring. I think that's fine. I think it's fine for them to not care because realistically they can't care about everyone. That's like literally impossible, and it's not their job. And
Yeah.
it's not their no. How we've talked before about like returning cards and stuff. It's not their job. It's like inside. They don't want to do that stuff. They just wanna or where people can be. Um,
That was
AI.
a struggle to get through.
Uh,
Um, they provide a place for people to do stuff. Like I can infer a lot of stuff. Um, it's not on them, and you're right about that. I feel like that. I don't know. In my mind, 30 days is too much. Is what I'm thinking. Like get a 3 day for like self harm, maybe a week. Like they didn't actually do anything. I would assume. I don't know. Again, I haven't looked fully into it. Like if it was just jokes or not. 'Cause I feel like if it was just jokes, then there's a lot of people that also deserve to be banned. Like I mean, F in a chat for Radiant. I don't think she's gonna have a streaming career if you get banned for 30 days for those kind of jokes. But no, like I know bigger streamers
yeah,
as well that like make jokes like that, where they're like, if this happens, it's over, ending it all, stuff like that. And like from the little that I know of that person, they're on the darker humor kind of side. I've seen some clips of them where they where they talk about a certain German or a certain Austrian painter from the 40s, or like other jokes about other people. And yeah, they have a darker sense of humor. So it's kind of like a toss up with stuff like that. For appeal, I think they said something about her not being around for streaming, so they were just strict for no reason.
yeah. And another thing that I was gonna bring up is that you had people straight up make like not jokes, like saying, "I will this person." Can someone else this person? There have been people who have done stuff things like that and never a
Yep.
24-hour suspension. So getting a fake suspension for a joke, a very obvious joke, even if the joke itself is in taste. So even if still I was joking, the joke. They probably should to begin with. Um,
None of that was intelligible.
God,
I
fucking
don't know what's happening, and I don't think you know what's happening, which is really infuriating. If it's too low delay. I received an indefinite ban for donating.
no more words.
I don't.
I have no clue.
I don't. I mean, there's a difference between like a streamer banning you and Twitch being like, hey, you did it. We don't like what you did, so we're gonna take away your job for a month. I don't like because here's the thing. Like, if you look about it as like an actual job, like like a real life job, is there any point where your work would say, hey, don't come in for a month? You still have your job. Don't come in for a month. I feel like for that stuff like that is like again, I feel a month is too much. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the one here that's like not fully understanding it, but suspensions do happen. for a month? I don't know.
There you go. I'm just testing different things now at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure something out, hopefully. uh, but you have anything else about it?
I did have one thing, but it's kind of like I kind of forgot my point with it because of the AI mic.
Fair. Uh,
Um,
yeah.
it was something related to um right. It's kind of what I mentioned before we started. How I have nothing inherently against them taking action against someone who's making a KMS joke. Um,
Mhm.
hope that was audible.
Yep.
I have nothing inherently against that if there was consistency between how they enforce things, because I would argue there are way worse things being allowed openly and for like things you don't even need an account to see. And on top of that,
Yeah.
um, kind of what I mentioned earlier as well, where there's people who's made death threats and not even gotten a 24-hour suspension. If they at least took
Yeah.
action against everyone else as well, then I really wouldn't have an issue with this. But yeah, going from basically never getting hit or targeted by Twitch at all to suddenly a 3 day or 7 day and then immediately to a 30 day, it feels like they're being targeted. And Fallen Shadow, they're like you said, they're pretty controversial. They're a pretty big one. They have a big audience.
Yeah.
Um, if you don't know them, they're a lolly VTuber. So there is that whole factor as well.
Yeah. Uh, yeah.
I
I
actually
mean, I
didn't
think
add
that's
a delay.
I think that's partly why I'm like, I think 30 days extreme is because I am comparing it to like all of the other like bands and stuff that they have done, which like I don't like every time I one of those fucking like this streamer has been banned pops up on my feed, it's for like 7 days. And I'm like, they straight up fucked on stream and they're gone for 7 days. And it's like, okay. But then this one thing is a 30 day. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what? Where is, like you said, the consistency? Twitch doesn't have consistency, and it is annoying, and it's always been a thing. It seems, but yeah,
yeah.
like they need to
And
do that because people get mad.
yeah. Uzi, no, it's not similar to the topic before. There's a fairly big VTuber who got banned for making a self-harm joke. She got banned for 30 days. And it's like very, very like inconsistent. The
Yeah.
consistency seems based off of profitability. Well, no,
Well,
I, I
yeah,
I wouldn't really
because
say that because no,
yeah, the like if they're a big VTuber, they're making a lot of money. So why wouldn't you want to promote that? Why wouldn't you want somebody who's making you money, like one of the bigger VTubers, somebody who's constantly getting thousands of if not tens of thousands of viewers every stream? Why would you want to take that away for 30 days?
yeah,
Because Twitch is
yeah, a
making,
30-day
fucking
ban.
like 70% of that money, you know?
Yeah, a 30-day ban. That ruins all the money because subs don't renew during a ban. So anyone
Mm,
who was sub will have to manually go there and resub.
yes, and it stops new subs from coming in because there's no like you can't sub like the people that would find your channel in that month and be like, "Oh, I like this. I'm going to subscribe." That doesn't happen.
Yeah,
So you don't get new subs, your old subs don't stay. It's overall just like the worst thing that can happen to your channel. It's just
yep.
completely removed from the face of the earth for a month.
On top of that, Chris, if you are banned during a payout period, you don't get paid for that period. That gets delayed until and added to the next payout. So you're not gonna get like money even when you get unbanned. They're not gonna send it until the next payout date. From what I understand, I could be wrong, but from what I understand,
I mean, that makes sense. 2 months? No, it would
and
be 1 month no pay and then double pay the next month,
yeah,
right?
kind
Yeah.
of. Well,
Well,
no. The
not because
next
you wouldn't be
month
getting.
you're not
Yeah,
gonna
you.
get any like subs, so it's 2
Yeah.
months and only 1 month pay. Nice, and even then it's probably gonna be less because people don't immediately resub. So
Exactly. That
um,
concurrent subscriber count is gonna go down.
yeah, I was gonna say as well. Kitten says once you get big enough, you're gonna get haters who just report you because X reason hate. Yeah, and that's kind of like a big issue
Yeah.
across all platforms right now because it's so easy to bot accounts. It's so easy.
And
And
it's
I'm not saying it's an issue where the website should combat bots because if there was a solution to combating bots, that would have been like you will make fuck ton of money if you had a solution to it.
well, no,
Um,
I mean, you'd make a fuck ton
I
of money, and then immediately somebody else would make a way to get around that because there's always
yes, it's a
people
cat and
doing
mouse
that.
game.
Yes, every single time.
Yeah. Um, on top of that, though, I feel like if you are if you are above a certain like threshold, maybe not in average viewer, but like when you reach a certain size, I feel like you should not be able to be bot reported. If you are a certain sized content creator on platforms, I feel like automated processes should not apply to you because it's so easy to abuse it.
I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying, but I feel like that's a slippery slope of like at what point are you considered big? Like what number do you have to hit? Because then what if you just bought stuff to get to that point and then
I
whatever,
know
like there's
it's
many ways that you can abuse that system.
there are ways you could abuse it, yes, but um, public image I feel like is pretty important. That
If
something should definitely be done about. Like I'm not saying that they can't automate the process necessarily. More so before any action is actually taken, literally have it go by one person whose job it is to say it like press OK or press deny. They don't have to like do super in-depth like research into it because most of these reports are like very easy to tell if they're legitimate or if they're just mass report. It's not like I'm not asking them to like go, uh, whatever the fuck his name with magnifying glass, look at every single little detail. It's just like add a speed bump, basically.
that would make sense, yeah. But again, if it made sense, then Twitch isn't gonna fucking do that. Because God knows they love making every wrong decision. I feel like that's a lot of companies nowadays that just make wrong decisions. They just like
Yeah,
why like in the prospect of like, oh, we're gonna do something better, and it's just like, no. I mean, you look at
yeah,
I mean, just numerous things, but
and not wanting to
fucking
admit fault. Like the knock
yeah,
knock feature, it is universally despised. Nobody liked it. I haven't seen a single positive comment about it except from the dude who suggested it to Twitch. Aside from
yeah.
him, not a single one. But they still haven't rolled it back. They still haven't changed it to where everyone is opted out by default. Why?
That's the fact that it's not something that you can just opt into. Like I opened up my clip manager thing because it's like one of the first things I do when I open up my stream stuff. Uh, and I got a little notification of like there's a new feature of people that make clips can automatically put them to their channel, and it was like a big thing. It's like, do you want to do this or do you not? You want to enable this feature or no? And I was like, sure, I don't care. I'm not making money off my clips. If they spread my name, go for it. But the fact that like it was a thing that popped up, it gave me the choice yes or no, was nice.
Yeah,
The fact that they didn't do that for something as invasive as the knocking feature is insane.
yeah. They did it for the clip thing, which yeah, it's great. But they
Yeah.
didn't do it for the knock feature, which is like 20 times more invasive, which had a bug on release that could
Yep.
potentially dox people. Like,
Yeah, I don't. Again, the fucking knock feature in general just never made the idea of just going up to just a random person and being like, "Hey, want to collab? Want to knock knock? Hey, want to do something together?" You can just fucking do that to anybody unless they turned it off. It's
yeah,
like, no, nobody wants that. Nobody wants fucking Jehovah's Witness coming up to their door every day, knocking on it. Like, hey, would you like to buy a car? It's like, no, fuck off.
yeah.
Literally, nobody wants that.
And to what Who's is saying, I'm not saying that they're like to correct me myself a bit from what I said earlier. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have automated system because they are there for a reason. You bringing up like a perfect example right now. However, um, just add a pair of eyes that can quickly decipher whether it's a legitimate report or if it's a like bullshit report. They don't have to do a super in-depth investigation because most of the time when there is mass reports, it is very, very like one-sided. It's either very much they're doing something wrong or very much it's just abuse. It's a very thin line to balance. I actually don't think it is. When it comes to mass reports, there are usually two cases of it. There's either abuse or something legitimate happening. And when things are legitimately happening, those are generally speaking pretty rare.
Yeah,
They don't happen
thankfully.
as often as you would probably think. So just a pair of eyes to like literally just have them like deny or accept.
I don't
Nothing
like
else. Everything
you
else
say
can be automated.
a single I think just like a small team, like 4 people or whatever, or I guess maybe 3. You have them look at it. That way, you have 3 pairs of eyes of like. Is that way you can get good idea, bad idea, and then like two out of 3 said yes, remove the thing. Remove the ban or the report. Just having like a couple people. That way, it's not just one single person because that's like a very stressful thing. But yeah, having like a small team to go through and look at like the mass reports for shit is just is it getting like over this many reports? It goes to them. They either appeal or deny it, and that's it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that hard of a thing to do.
It might sound like a small thing as well, but having less of these situations happening, like with Fallen Shadow, where at least from what we think is a mass report, because self harm is like one of the most common mass report like reasons on both Reddit and YouTube, but also on Twitch. Most of the time, when there's self harm reports, they're mass reports that's being abused. But like having less of these situations happening is going to look like it's going to paint Twitch in a better picture. It's just one of those things that will give them a better reputation, more liked.
Yeah, just having
And
being good and making features that are good for the community and that people like isn't hard. And don't remove features as well. Fucking Discord removing the ability to like upload videos over 10 megabytes or something. What was it? They were like, we're gonna downgrade this. Why? Just keep shit the same. Feature good. Keep it going. If unanimously everybody fucking hates it, get rid of it. Because clearly nobody wants it.
yeah,
But again, they're basically like a. I mean, they're not a monopoly, but like I mean, they are. I don't know. They when you think of streaming, you think of Twitch, and so that's the 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 big brand recognition of like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like a good segue to another topic. I wasn't really written down, but a
oh
lot of think about Ludwig in particular, but people have been talking about how a lot of people who got YouTube contracts have kind of been moving back or switched over to like dual streaming. So YouTube
yeah,
has, from what I've seen at least, been losing a little bit of market share. Not because necessarily losing streamers, but just because they stream to both sides now.
yeah. I watched that video that Ludwig did put out about like what he's going to do after his contract ends. Like a recent video, and he talked about how people are
Don't
kind
just
of
throw
just
that at a cat on the
they're
internet.
going back to YouTube or they're going back to Twitch because YouTube as a streaming site isn't great. Like the money that they make or the stuff, just the engagement and everything. Like YouTube is a video app. Or no, okay.
Yeah,
It's kind of similar, but kind of off topic of like there Daniel Clancy, the big Twitch CEO guy, did like an interview not that long ago. And something that he brought up was they want to make Twitch appeal to the Zoomer brain people that like TikToks and YouTube Shorts and very quick paced, snappy content. That makes no fucking sense to me. Twitch, in and of itself, is a live stream site. The content that it
yeah,
makes and has always made is and has been long form content. Why are you trying to appeal to a demographic that does not want that kind of content? Like that is what it
yeah,
is. That's what it is and has always been. It it doesn't make sense to me. How can you turn like long form, hours and hours of streams? How are you going to entice those people to stay on your site for that content when all they want is just the quick, snappy, dopamine release of short form
yeah.
content?
I I could see them doing it in like how you mentioned now, in form of clips, but for streams itself, no.
Yeah, that's the main part of the site. That's what the site has always been, and since the Justin TV days. That's what it is. And if you're trying to like change your site to appeal to that demographic, it's like having a burger joint. It's like, oh, we serve the beefiest burgers in the world, and then trying to advertise to vegans. Like, why? That for what purpose? You're trying to get a different demo. Welcome, Radiant and Raiders.
Welcome.
Hello. That whole thing just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I can kind of understand why they would do it, but
Oh,
to me, I feel like because they have such a big problem with making revenue, like that's basically the main factor for most of their decision making for the past like 2 years.
when you keep upping the
Um,
prices of subs, no shit. Nobody wants to pay for them.
no, yeah, but that's because of inflation. That's kind of unavoidable. Sooner or later, they will have to, because if they stay the same price and inflation keeps going up, then they're actually losing money.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
it sucks, but I would rather blame like government for that. But that's like a completely different thing. Um,
we're getting
my
political.
point is being also, how is bringing in this demographic or this audience going to generate more revenue for them? How is it going to translate into more revenue, basically? These clips.
Yeah, clips.
How? What's the plan, basically?
Yeah, clips and stories, whatever the fuck Twitch stories are. Still don't understand that. what revenue do they make? They're just video. There's no money there as far as I can tell. What are you subscribing to in uh a Twitch story? Unless I'm missing something, I don't know. A pre-roll ad? You can't do pre-roll ads for like shorts like that
Oh,
because
I hate that. No, no more
people
pre-roll
will
ads, please.
people will immediately just turn away. The Zoomer brain fuckers that watch that stuff aren't gonna watch a 15-second ad to watch a 15-second YouTube short.
Yeah, ads don't
Yeah,
work on
they just
shorts.
skip
They
them.
scroll past. Yeah. So again, what revenue are they looking to bring in by this audience? Because this audience is not really interested in changing to their platform. It's not gonna translate into new viewers necessarily. Probably a small percentage of them might, but generally speaking, that audience is not interested.
Yes, exactly. It's if you're trying to bring these people in from, these sites to the shorts, they're not gonna stay there and be like, oh well, while I'm here, I'll watch a couple streams and subscribe to some people. No, they don't want that content. They're there for the shorts, and then they'll just leave. They'll go back to their other four fucking immediate hits of dopamine.
Yeah. And Kieran is saying text ads and Toom is saying selling data. And like I think those are valid like points on a graph, but they're already having issues making enough revenue. So getting more viewers, because every time they get more viewers, a bigger audience, that means that hosting costs and streaming costs is gonna go up as well. So
Yep.
if they grow their audience, their revenue needs to grow at least equally. Because if they grow indifferently or like in different amounts, that is a negative.
We're getting into like the more stock stuff that I don't understand, so I'm just gonna or like the market
Yeah, we don't have to
manipulation
go like
bullshit
super
like
in
that.
depth,
I don't
but
I don't know about that. I just know funny video. Cat jump on window. It funny. Uh
yeah,
streamer do streamers set subscription price? No.
no.
God, that would be a horrible idea.
I actually kind of think having, instead of tier free, having the tier free be like something you could adjust yourself, or having an optional like fourth tier that you can set yourself. I think that could be something actually.
I mean I mean, what do you mean set yourself? Like cuz then could
I
you not
think
just set
because
a tier at like $2?
exactly, I was just gonna say that like I don't think they would allow you to set it below tier 1 or tier 2 even. Like you can adjust it above tier 2 grade basically.
If it was
And
tier
just
3, like they remove tier 3 and
yeah,
then make that I don't. I feel like it would have to be a tier 4 if they did something like that, simply because they're already making money from tier 3, so they don't want to get rid of that
that
and
is
make that
true.
potentially lower. So they would
That is
just be like,
very true.
here's an option for a tier 4. You can make it 100 fucking bucks if you want. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, who? I know there would be some people that use it, but I don't think many people would actually use that feature.
yeah. Um, no, I think you're
Unless you're like
entirely correct that they probably not
Pokimane
good
or
at is to
Amaranth.
change tier 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Order a cute, obedient
They
cat
can
girl
have it
today.
set
She does
by default.
laundry
Like
fast,
you can
cooking,
adjust
and
this price. You
other
can
stuff.
disable it if you want, and you can enable tier 4 if you want. You have the ability to change the price of tier 4 from, let's say, $30 and up to whatever price point you want to set. And Twitch can apply like a set fee. Like we take, say, 20% of the revenue. I don't know what the actual revenue would be, but like just for the sake of
Yeah.
argument, 25%. That means if they set it to $100 a month, which is fucking expensive, probably like, eager
Yeah,
kind of tier,
someone
sure.
would do that.
But that's $25 per sub. It's a
Here's the
quick and
thing.
easy, simple way.
What what would the incentive be? Like, would it just be more emotes, or would it be you can set it to be whatever you want? Because if you can set it to be whatever
I
you want, then
guess,
you get into legal stuff of like, well, could you sell, pictures of yourself? Could you sell NSFW photos or stuff like that? Because then you get into
uh,
sketchy territory with that. Like, just
yeah,
having new
I
emotes and
think
the ability to say, "Oh, I'm tier 4," would kind of be it, right?
the I think best would probably be for like legal speaking sake, make it more or less you can do the exact same stuff you can with tier 3. And on Twitch itself, maybe even go as far as to have the exact same options or uh, bonuses as tier 3, but like extra. So you get the same extra stuff that tier 3 does. So you get all the bonuses from tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and now also from tier 4. But it would allow a secondary tier that you can again adjust the cost of yourself, that can be used for things like Discord and third party sites that you can link. So like essentially function like a Patreon. Then legally speaking, what they would allow and not allowed on their website, like I think there is some legal mumbo jumbo that you cannot like Twitch doesn't care if you lock something behind a tier wall on Discord, as long as it's not like explicitly stated or something like that. Like there's some like legal talk basically.
Yeah, I'm looking at it simply as just an outside observer of like like surely this would cause issue. The idea of there being a fourth tier that you can set for yourself for some people, like I said, the big streamers that show off their tits on stream and do all that stuff. Of course, they're gonna have it set to like $100, and there's gonna be people out there that will do it because I saw this thing. No clue if it's true or not. Again, could be just spreading false information. But there was something that like OnlyFans models have made like 8.6 billion the past year in total, whereas like the NBA made like 8.4 billion. And I'm like, that sounds correct because people are fucking horny and fucking degenerates,
Yeah,
and they will throw so much money at these women that will never fuck
yeah.
them.
Sex sells.
Yeah. When are you gonna
When am I gonna continue this sentence?
when are you gonna buy me that candy bar you owe me?
When in what 3 days?
8 no 3 days you'll be on a plane,
Oh, 4 days then.
right? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, 3 days you're on a plane. Uh that's interesting. It's coming up fast, Todd. San
Yep,
Diego's right around the corner. You're gonna be on a
I'm
plane
excited.
in for the first time in 3 days. Have you got your stuff ready?
Yep. I think I have everything ready, but I keep
Oh,
thinking like
that's good.
trying to think if there's anything I forgot. But as far as I know, I have everything ready and figured out.
I mean, like other than yeah, like there's stuff that we can literally buy on the first day. I think again, I think clothes, uh, like a toothbrush and toothpaste, deodorant. I don't know what else. Like, okay, honest. Here's a question I had. I didn't bring it up when we were like talking about stuff before, because you can't really bring liquids on a plane, right? I mean, I guess in your bag, in your
On
luggage.
under 100 milliliter from what Chris sent, I think.
Um, do we need to bring like
Ooh, a new
everybody
user.
yeah,
We're
like
gonna have so
shampoo
much
and
fun.
conditioner?
I
and
think
like
we're gonna
body
get
wash and
that.
stuff? Because I was gonna ask, do we each need to get our own fucking bottle? Do we need to buy like 5 bottles? Can we like? Do we all just share one? I almost said flavor. One flavor of like body wash, and then we all just smell the same. Lay wouldn't like that. He would want to smell pretty. He wouldn't be into that.
No, I
Yep.
think it's I honestly think it's better. Okay, well, Chris is bringing stuff. I'm not bringing stuff because that's just
Yeah.
more
No.
stuff in a bag. Annoying. I'll just buy like a small pack or something. I'll get
Yeah. I think
what
just like
everything I
travel.
need and stuff. That yeah, but I do think it's better if we get like our own, just to
Yeah.
avoid
Like
like
there's
yeah.
stuff that we can just get at the store when we arrive.
Also, hi, Vivi.
Welcome, box. Uh, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. Again, I said this on my own stream, but the thing that I'm nervous most about is literally just planes not arriving, like flights being delayed, the airport itself. Being on the plane, I'm fine. Uh, Meeting up with everybody, I'm fine. It's like the airport itself is that, and I have to be the one driving, or I'm mostly gonna be the one driving, and
Yeah,
San Diego traffic, I'm not looking forward to.
I've heard so many people say that San Diego
Yep.
traffic. It's special.
It it's not LA, but it's still bad. Like LA traffic is nightmare. But yeah,
Yeah,
so it'll be interesting. Yeah, that literally that like stuff that I'm afraid because getting a flight, like if there's delays or stuff, because if I don't arrive like on Wednesday, like most plans get kind of thrown out of place if my flights are delayed.
yeah.
That's why I'm avidly looking at the weather forecast. Like there's hurricanes and stuff spinning out in the ocean or like tropical storm, and I'm like, you fuckers will stay over there until I am in the air. Then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
But yeah, San Diego should be fun. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I'm looking forward to it.
yeah. I'm really looking forward to it, and I think we'll figure things out. I'm not overly worried.
That's good because I am. I have to be. I've said this many times. I'm the adult carrying a bunch of children around. I'm literally imagining me in the car driving, just like tired and exhausted, while the three fucking Urkel cats and Lay are in the back, just being loud, like just jumping
Hell
on
yeah.
each other, fighting, and I'm just
The
like,
cat herder.
we'll get there when we get there.
I will turn
Ah,
this car around.
I will turn this car around and we will go back to the airport. I will stuff you in the luggage and ship you back to your fucking countries.
Gosling Drive.
That's me.
Yep,
Just
that's you.
one one fucking straw is all it needs to break. And then it just fucking look into using trains. Haha.
Yeah, we've
Oh
kind of
fuck,
looked at
paying for
different.
parking. Yeah, we
Yeah,
looked at
we have different options and stuff, but again,
Uber,
we'll figure things
uh,
out.
the tram system. I don't know if it's tram. It's the fucking the railway car
Yeah,
bullshit. Yeah, I think car is unfortunately the best option because public transport. I don't know. How do you pay? How do you pay? Do places just have fucking chip scanners? I don't want to have to fucking carry a bunch of cash on me in San Diego for like parking and bullshit.
No. Um, I'll say one last time. I am not worried about any of that. We'll figure it out as it comes.
Yeah, and it'll be fun to meet up with people. The few people that will end up actually meeting, because I know you're like before you're gonna keep a very low profile with the cats.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna eat a lot of food. We're gonna do a lot of stuff.
Really?
Speaking of food, I need your opinion on something because it was
Okay.
brought up earlier.
Oh.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and and what are your thoughts on cold pizza?
Um. So when you say cold pizza, I assume you mean like you bought pizza like from a pizza place. You finish your what you wanted, you put it in the fridge. That kind of
Yeah.
cold, like not frozen,
Yes.
like fridge
Yes.
cold.
Yes.
Um, it has its moments. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it, but I'm not against it either.
Yeah.
I think I used to like it more when I was younger because it was more like we usually bought like a family pizza because it was easy.
Yeah. The day of, like, it's a Friday night or whatever. You get pizza for dinner. It's really fun, big old pizza pie. You're like, "Oh, I love this." I'm a little kid. You eat the pizza, there's a couple slices left. They put the big box into the fridge. You wake up the next morning, 9 a.m., go to the fridge, you're like, "Oh, I want breakfast, but I don't want, like, cereal." You grab a slice of pizza,
Yeah,
it's cold, you just eat it. It's fine. It's not something that you go out of your way to, eat. It's not something that I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna purposely put a pizza in the fridge to get cold to eat it." Because and this was brought up. You just put it in the microwave. Apparently some psychopaths put a glass of water in the microwave with the pizza while they're heating it up because apparently that like takes the moist it makes it not be like soggy.
yeah.
Like if you put water in it, that that sounds like you're trying to make a bomb. Um No, I'm not gonna put a glass of water in the microwave while I'm heating up my pizza. I'm just gonna grab the pizza and fucking eat it. I don't need to make a science experiment just because I want warm pizza.
Okay, I will disagree with you on this one. I'm not a fan of microwave pizza.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. I'm agreeing with you. I'm
Oh,
saying that psychopaths put the pizza in the microwave with a glass of water to reheat it because then it gets rid of it makes it not soggy when it's heat up when it gets heat up. And I'm like,
but
why would you do that? I wouldn't put it in the microwave in general because I don't want the soggy pizza. So I'm just gonna eat it cold. Granted, I was young. Air fryers weren't as popular at the time. I still don't think that I would put pizza in the air fryer for like 10, 15 minutes to reheat it just because I wanted warm pizza. I would just again eat it cold because it's fine like that. There's no problem there.
yeah, I putting it in a air fryer. I think like it does a good job, but that's to me the equivalent of putting it in the oven. Like for me, that would be equally fast. So there's no point in doing
Yeah,
either or. Like I would just use the
it
oven.
and again, like
And
if it was an entire pizza, sure. But I'm not gonna heat up a single fucking slice of pizza in the oven or the air fryer because I wanted pizza. I would just eat the pizza cold because I'm
yeah,
perfectly fine with it because it's not bad. It's just, it's cold. I'm fine with it. It's breakfast pizza.
yeah. It was said there is people are pretending like the microwave also have a preheat or a reheat option. At least here in Sweden, a lot of microwaves don't actually have that. It's just like standard like timer.
Also, who the fuck like who's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make a baked potato." Let me take this potato, stab it a couple times, put it in the microwave, and push the potato button. No, you're gonna like put it in for like 4 minutes and 54 seconds or whatever. And you're not. I'm not gonna
Have
push
you
the potato button because it's like
Dingus?
no. What?
Have you not watched the Asmongold's $2 steak?
I've seen him make a $2 steak. Yes, where he heats it up and there's like
Yeah.
butter and his house is disgusting.
Yes. Now, skipping over that part, yes, it is
Hmm.
disgusting. But the $2 like steak, he actually does the exact same thing you just said. He takes a plastic fork, and stabs a potato. That's like what he does with the steak, and
Yeah,
then he
well,
nukes
because
it in the microwave.
in a steak.
Yep.
What? What?
Yep.
Why?
I've never tried it.
I realize I'm asking why to something that Asmongold he misheard. I I just clarified because I was confused as well. You said put the steak in the microwave, not the potato.
No,
That's what
sorry,
you just
sorry.
said to
Stay,
me.
yeah, potato. You put the
Yes,
potato in the microwave.
yes,
Sorry, my bad.
because
Yes,
I was confused about
the
that.
potato in the microwave, steak on the pan. Yes.
Yes. Still, I'm saying you can do that, but just fucking put the potato in the oven or whatever, or boil it for fuck's sake. I don't know. You don't need to use the microwave for a potato. It's a potato. They're so versatile. There's so many things you can do with the potato. I got that. I got, I'm pasty white. I got some Irish blood in me. I love potatoes. I'm also
Potatoes are
American,
good.
so there's like every fucking part of Europe. Is me. Potatoes are great. What's your favorite kind of potato?
Then I actually don't know what it's called. Um, there is like a press that you can get that squeezes the potato out into like almost small pellets, like tiny. You basically squish them through Play-Doh like holes almost. I
What?
don't know what it's called. A
A
potato
ricer?
ricer? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, potato ricer.
I've
I love
never
that. I
I've never
fucking
had that.
love that. That with gravy is so fucking good.
I've had potato hash is fucking amazing. But riced potatoes? I've never had. I don't even know what that looks like.
We're upsetting you, Z.
You can't spout your
That's just
opinion.
mashed
Good.
potato. No.
This is
Okay,
our
I need to
podcast.
be perfectly clear. I am not talking about mashed potatoes. Okay, there is a
Okay,
distinguishable
cool.
difference. What I'm talking about is basically a bunch of had it almost crushed potatoes. It's not mashed. You don't put in butter. You don't put in anything extra. It's just potatoes squished through, yeah, a grater essentially.
Ben, can you get riced potatoes on the screen? Because I don't know what the fuck this looks like. I don't know what they're talking about. What riced potatoes? Because that does sound like it sounds like you're mashing potatoes. I'll be honest.
It's not
When you
mashed.
we're crushing it, we're not mashing it. What do you mean? I mean, I get if you're putting it through a grater, it's like it. I don't know. I'm confused by this. By your. Is it Swedish?
I don't know if it is. I'm finding a picture here right now that I'll send.
Okay,
Um,
I'll take a drink of Gamersop. Chat. Use code Totless in Gamersops for 10% off your order. I'm drinking Sakura Blush Blast Blowhole. What is it? I don't know. It's good. I like it.
there you go.
Whoa, yummy. Lean is good as well.
Lazy man smash.
Why are you? Why would you do
Well,
this to a potato?
I searched a potato ricer, and that's what it comes up.
Is that what you eat?
And by that same name, I'm going to assume it's riced potato.
You are the one who eats it. What do you mean? Is that not what it looks like?
I don't know what it's called in English. Okay, I only know what it's called in Swedish.
Then type it in Swedish and give us a photo.
I sent a photo.
And that's that's the thing you're talking about.
Yeah,
I mean, why like it's string potato? I don't know. I'm sure. I mean, again, it's potato, so it's gonna taste good. But that's such a weird thing to do to a potato. Like, do we need to buy a fucking potato ricer and potatoes at TwitchCon so you can make riced potatoes for us?
no, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. So if that is called mashed potato, then sure, that's what it's called. Like, I just didn't
I mean,
know that's what people refer to it as because I've never actually like talked about it, or I think I brought it up once before actually.
have you
And
ever
yes,
had mashed
welcome it
potatoes?
is. Yes, I have.
Welcome. Ah, well then surely you would know the difference? Or like it'd be different thing? I
Now,
don't know.
yeah, when people say at least the mashed potato that I have had, usually it's like not necessarily smooth, but it's a mix.
I like smooth
It's
mashed
a
potato.
mixture. Yeah, but even if it has chunks in it, it's a mix. It is one consistent, like, it's not just bits and pieces of potato. It's a mix. It's like, not mashed, but like, fuck, what's it called? Stirred together. You know, it's mixed. That's really the best, only word I can use, I guess. When you hear the word mashed potato, what do you think? Or what do you, like, you know?
Pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes. That's what I think of.
Yeah,
Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince
and
of Bel Air.
I'm specifically saying that the riced potato that I've had and that I'm thinking of, that is not mixed. It's not a mixture. It's not mixed together with a spoon or anything. It's just
So you get like
a
little clumps
bunch
of
of bits of it.
the stringy shit.
Yeah,
I think that would just be called like unmashed potatoes then. You started the mashing process, but you didn't finish it. You're edging the
yeah,
potatoes. You're
okay.
edging the mashed potatoes. That's how I'll describe it.
No, I had a hash brown, and
Dude, McDonald's hash browns are fucking amazing. I'm telling you, potatoes are great.
yeah, they are. I love potato.
You get fries, you get chips, you get baked. Oh,
Gratin is probably my favorite. I love gratin. Yeah.
what is gratin?
Um, at least when I hear the word gratin, it's sliced potatoes layered, and then you put like cream mixture and more
Oh, that.
potatoes, more
Okay,
cream
yeah.
mixture,
That's good.
and then like a bit of cheese on top.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Generally
That's
speaking,
good.
it's not like in detail, but generally.
Yeah. That sounds good, yeah. It's nice. I fucking
I
hate
really like it. There's a lot of things you can do with potato.
yes. Uh, uh, many many. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this. We also kind of got off the pizza thing, but we were kind of done with it. Uh,
Yeah.
case in point, cold pizza's fine. Fuck you, Lay. He's gonna DM me later, probably at some point, being like, "Fuck you, -2, haha, idiot." That's my response.
I
Um,
actually can't remember what the Swedish word is for it either now. Now that I'm trying to think of it.
Senvo said something earlier about like patutis gratin or whatever, or patut something. Senvo said something, and they're
Yeah,
your
but that's
country, right?
gratin. Potatisgratäng.
Uh, well, no, that wasn't gratin. It was before. It was when you were talking about
Oh, I missed that.
uh, they have a purple. There's so many
Potatis
fucking purple
pressed.
names in chat.
Yeah, pressed potatoes.
Yeah, what was it?
Which I guess makes sense because yeah, you press a bunch of potatoes through tiny holes. It's not like a grater.
Potatis press.
There's not like sharp edges. It's just Play-Doh holes essentially, and you press the potatoes through them.
You're just Play-Doh potato. Yeah, I mean, it look again. I can't say that it's bad because it's potato. It's good.
Even if the actual name for it is mashed potatoes, I am not going to call it mashed potatoes because if you say mashed potatoes, every single human on earth is going to think of something else. That is not what I
Yeah,
intend that I'm describing.
they're gonna think of mashed potatoes.
So that it's a stupid way to describe it.
You ever make a pizza out of a potato?
No,
Oh,
I
I
hate
haven't
stuff
either,
like
but it
that.
sounds good. What?
No.
What do you mean you hate stuff like that?
Maybe the potato one would be fine, but the reason I hate stuff like that is because there's so many times where you get like gluten-free options that are just a bunch of like stupid word combinations of vegetables and stuff to make something normal. So you have like um I remember specifically frozen pizza that was made off of a dough where they used um what kind of like fruit is potato again? Like a fruit?
It's a
Root
spud.
rut spud?
Gourd?
Yeah, they use
Not a
different
gourd, but gherkin?
different
No.
vegetables like potato,
Yeah,
but not
yeah.
potato, to make the dough.
Tuber.
And it
Yeah,
tasted
VTuber.
so fucking disgusting. And there's so many things like that when it comes to gluten-free stuff. And I hate it.
I mean, to be fair,
Sure, it's gluten-free, but don't call it fucking gluten-free.
I don't think I was. I think we're thinking of like two different things. You're thinking of like like a pizza, like a full round pizza made out of like potato. I was thinking of just taking a potato, like cutting into it a bit, putting some sauce and cheese on it.
I Oh, no, that sounds delicious. Yeah, no.
Yeah. I'm not talking about your the PTSD of gluten-free food, which you're gonna have to go back
Yeah,
to once you leave America. So enjoy it while you can, Todd.
yeah, yeah. And yes, cauliflower crust. I actually think that's like one of the lesser evil options. Cauliflower rice is actually pretty good.
I hate
Highly recommend it.
cauliflower. Broccoli, I like.
Mashed
Cauliflower,
potatoes
no.
makes you think of you smashing potato. Yeah.
W- Yeah. You eat vegetables?
Yep. I like vegetables.
Okay. Do you think we can get Chris to eat vegetables at San Diego?
She's a cucumber.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Fuck, you got me. I'm talking about like broccoli or green beans or something. Corn. You're like, she eats cucumber. I'm like, yeah, yeah,
She
she does.
does.
You're right. She puts them in tacos, which is weird.
No, that's not weird. I don't like it myself, but it's not weird.
What do you mean it's not weird? You don't put cucumbers in tacos.
Okay, in Scandinavia, it's not weird. It's very
Yeah, in
common here. Like it's
Scandinavia.
default.
Because y'all are fucking weird over there.
Hi, Asby. And thanks for the free.
Damn, you've been streaming for so long,
And
Todd.
no.
What?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting old.
You are. You've been doing it for like half a decade. How does that make you feel?
Yeah. I don't like putting it that way. It's not a full decade yet. Some
Not a full yeah, it would be 10
um
years if it was a full decade. What do you mean?
no, it's not it's not a full half decade yet. Sorry.
Oh. How long has it been? What, 4 years and like what, 9 months?
Yeah, something like that. 10 months maybe. And
Yeah,
yes,
getting
fuck
close.
broccoli. I hate it.
Why do you hate broccoli? It's like little trees.
I don't know. I don't know why I hate it. It's just
Yeah?
disgusting. My taste buds are just like, nope.
What's wrong with you people? Broccoli is like fine. It's one of the vegetables that I'm like all right with. I like the heads of the broccoli, not so much like the stem. Like the head you bite it off, it's like a tree. But okay, how do you like you dislike broccoli, but you like cauliflower, which is arguably
Yep.
worse? That doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either. Trust me, I've heard
Smell
this
like sweet
discussion before.
casserole
I've had
steak.
this discussion many, many times before.
Chad is very divisive on broccoli. Mods, can we get a poll up?
Yeah.
Broccoli, yay or nay? Can we
Unironically,
poll the audience?
let's see a poll on this because people are very, very divided.
Broccoli,
I do think that
good or
broccoli is one of those
gross?
things that are either like people really like it or really hate it. Most people don't seem to be just neutral.
Yeah, it's a very divisive food. Like with pickles. Like I hate pickles, but I know some people love pickles, and I'm like, the divisiveness.
Okay, the
But to
poll
be fair,
shows not as
everything.
divisive.
Yeah, and this is exactly it. You get the loud minority, which are all fucking yelling,
Yeah.
"Ooh, broccoli's gross, yuck! It smells like ass." Sorry, it smells like ass, or it smell of ass. That's my Italian
Maybe we should
accent.
have 3 options.
Wh-
Yes, neutral, no. If
I
that
mean,
would like balance it out, because if someone is okay with it, I would assume they probably click yes.
I mean, yeah,
Like
because
even
they
if they
don't
don't
dislike
love
it.
it, yeah. Broccoli worst
Like
veggie?
I
No, I 100% agree. Broccoli is literally the worst.
no fucking what is it? Brussels sprouts. You want to talk about worst
Okay,
veggie?
now those are really bad as well.
Yes, you're gonna can eat Radiant. How are you? You can't eat mushrooms are great. The pizza I had literally had mushroom on it because I love mushroom.
Okay, now this is a little bit more balanced, I guess.
Chat, new poll, ding donk. New
New
poll,
poll
ding
is up.
donk.
Go
Chat.
vote. Do you like broccoli?
Yeah, but Brussels sprouts
Brussels
just
sprouts are
no
good when
bad.
cooked right.
No.
That's another thing. People keep saying like, "Oh, you need to fry them with bacon
Y-
fat."
y- That's
That's what makes them good.
negates that negates the fucking Brussels sprout. If you're covering like the amount of people that are like, "Oh, I love broccoli or I love Brussels sprouts" when they're just covered in cheese. It's like, "No, you don't like Brussels sprouts. You like the cheese. You couldn't eat
Yeah.
them without without the cheese or ranch or whatever fucking dip that you're putting on them." Either way, you say that by the way, Todd. Yes is still winning by a landslide.
Yeah.
Like broccoli is good. People like broccoli.
Yeah, the majority of people like broccoli. Cold
Flops,
broccoli
I'm
with like
sorry,
ranch
I'll take.
dip.
Ew. Cold broccoli. No. Don't eat cold broccoli.
I've
What the
never
fuck are you
actually
doing?
tried cold broccoli, so
No.
I couldn't say. I will say when it comes to cauliflower, I definitely prefer cold. I think cold cauliflower is 10 times better
I just don't eat it.
than
I'm an
boiled.
adult. If it's on my plate, I just refuse to eat it because I can just
And yes,
say no.
Uzi, raw broccoli,
Raw broccoli.
cold
It's like
being raw. So
here's one. Carrots. Are you more a fan cold or cooked? Like raw or cooked, I should say.
I would definitely, but I I think I'm kind of like if you had asked me like 10 years ago, I would have said cold. 100% or like raw or 100%. But I've kind of like started shifting. I think I'm more and more open to boiled carrots. I think it depends on what's with them.
Yeah, I
When it
will
comes to
say,
just carrot on its own, no, cold, definitely.
yes, carrot on its own, you just eat raw, it's good. But if you cook them with like butter or something, then they're good. But again, I'm saying that it doesn't count because what's making it better is the butter that they're cooked in.
Yeah.
That's why
For
I'm not gonna
me,
say on
it's
its
not
own.
really,
It's good.
yeah, for me, it's not really that. It's not that I think they're bad. Like, I could eat just boiled carrots on their own. I could eat it, but it's just like neutral flavor. Like, I don't
Yeah,
want to
there's
eat
not
them.
much to it. It's
Yeah.
it's
So,
it's nothing.
yeah, I'm not gonna say that I need anything in particular to make them better. It's just I need something with it.
Yeah,
They're there to add nutrition to the food, basically. Not necessarily to make the food better, or vice versa. Just
just make it healthier.
fills out the plate. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I saw Chris earlier. I don't like carrots. I'm like, yeah, it's because vegetable. You don't like those. It's also fucked up that you don't like carrot. How do you not like carrots? They're so good. Now, what did you write? I don't like cooked carrots. Oh, sorry. Do you like raw carrots then? I saw I don't like carrots, and my
Okay.
brain just got rid of the cooked. My bad.
Carrots are mad.
Carrots are not mid. Chromie is just saying that because she hates bunnies. She said literally never said anything nice about me or any form of bunny.
Now, here's actually Tanya.
What?
Reedy Geller asked me,
Oh,
what kind of
what
carrots
kind
do
of
you like
carrots do
cooked
you
or
like?
raw? And what do you
Why
like
is
to
it
dip them
Russian
in?
again?
What?
Cooked carrots are pretty fire, especially roasted
My
with some nice
Tanjaya
spices.
has become Russian
But
for
raw
some
has
reason.
its
I don't know
moments
why.
too. When it comes to dipping, ranch is a classic, but
Yeah.
hummus can be a banger too. What about you?
Have you noticed people using Tangia less? And maybe it's just me and my stream is not conducive to it, but I feel like people
Yeah,
use
I
it
think
less.
just the hype for it has like kind of passed.
Yeah. Anyway, you were gonna say something?
I did have a thought, but I kind of lost it. Oh no, yeah, corn. So,
Corn. We eat corn in chat.
yeah, Waffle says corn though. Corn is so good, and I actually didn't know this, but corn is like has so little nutritional value. Like
What?
it's like the least nutritional veggie from what I understand.
Really? I love corn.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why I love
it
it.
basically does nothing.
But corn. Oh, pipe bomb. Yeah, that surprises me. I really I mean, I guess it's food, like it's literally just energy, nutrition for your body. But yeah,
Yeah,
I would have thought corn. I like corn, man. It's like one of my
I think corn
favorites.
is pretty good.
I prefer it on its own. I'm one of those people that's not big on corn on the cob. Like I just prefer it on its own, personally.
I actually think corn on the cob is like my favorite. Like
Really.
barbecued corn on the cob. Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Like I'll eat it, but if given the choice between on the cob and just like off the cob, I would grab off the cob first. Popcorn doesn't fucking popcorn isn't corn. I refuse to believe that you take a fucking corn and you can just turn that into popcorn. Ain't no way.
It's not really a corn. It's more from what I understand, it's a specific branch of corn. So it's like it's
Brunch.
not a yeah, it's not a type of corn you would eat as actual corn.
Yeah, that's what I
It's like you
figured because
have
it looks different.
soy corn, I think. I don't know what's
Sweet.
called. Yeah, there's a specific type of corn that um a lot of farmers grow for as like food for the animals and farms and stuff. But I forgot what it's called. But that's another one because it tastes disgusting.
Yeah, you don't eat corn kernel. People, the psychopaths that eat corn kernels, who are you and why are you not in jail?
They don't like the teeth. That's why they do it.
Yeah, like the people that like I see get like a bag of popcorn and then they eat the popcorn and then they start fucking chomping on the kernels. I'm like, you need to be in prison. You shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I will say partially popped kernels. So you have like they're half open and you still got a bit of popcorn on them. Those are fucking amazing.
No, I don't even like those. To be fair, the
Okay,
fu-
fair enough.
because they often have like the fucking the flakes, like the corn,
Yeah.
the fucking flake they get stuck in your teeth. I fucking hate. Ah, that's the part of popcorn that I hate the most. Popcorn tastes great, but like those little fucking like skins that get stuck in your teeth
Yeah.
is awful. You eat popcorn after you pop. Yes, Chromia. Do you buy a bag of Orville Redenbacher and just start chowing down on it before putting it in the microwave? What are you talking about?
Oh, that's something actually. Nyako, not to be confused with Nyako, actually brought up an interesting
Uh,
thing. I'm pretty sure you've heard of this, but the recent
what?
like Chase
Oh,
infinite
yeah.
money glitch.
Can we ban him? Um, yeah, I heard about that. And everything about that, I'm just like, you are fucking idiots. Like you don't
Committing
think that the
check
bank
fraud.
is going to, yeah. Like even the person that did it initially that like figured it out, like you didn't get free money. Your bank is still gonna be like, hey, you owe us that money. And if you can't get it to us, we'll just deactivate your account and you'll be arrested for check fraud. Like
Yeah.
there's no it's not free money. That's not how that
And
works.
fuck? Who the fuck goes to TikTok, sees something like that, and thinks, you know what? It's my time. I'm gonna become a millionaire.
So many people.
Like in what universe?
This universe, Todd. TikTok people are fucking brain dead. What do you mean? Anybody that uses that app it has less brain cells than there are fucking uh, uh, decent human beings in this game. There's not many.
People are desperate. I could
People want to
see
cheat
that
the
actually.
system
Yeah.
any way that they can because they want to make their lives as easy as possible. Going back to the shopping cart thing.
Yeah. Like I could see like a lot of the people there might be like that type of audience is like the very desperate. So like they see something because most people I feel like okay, infant money clutch, too good to be true. Like ain't no fucking way something like that would just be allowed to exist.
But again, you're right, and it probably is another case of the loud minority being the ones that are the most vocal about doing it, about being the fucking idiots that get arrested and go to their bank and bang on the machine, being like, "Man, Chase Bank is in money. I was supposed to get money, man. What happened? What? It's idiotic.
Yeah.
It's
Some
the
people are straight
people
up
that
literal NPCs. I don't know. Yeah.
it's the people that they read a single Facebook post with no verifiable evidence and then spout about it to a national audience saying that it's completely true.
No comments.
No comment.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you're
Oh,
referring to. Like that's
you
very,
know I
very specific.
Very, yes.
Can we please not defend the people committing crimes as if it's society's fault? Yeah, no, fuck that. It's not society's fault. These people are. I want to use
I mean,
words. They're they're
it's
dumb. They're really
people
fucking
letting
dumb.
people get to this point. People not parenting. People not telling people how the fuck to do shit. Granted, there will always be
Yep.
dumb people. Yes, don't get me wrong. There's always going to be dumb idiots out there, but we can lessen that by educating people or just fucking, not being idiots.
This is why it's very important to vote. I'm actually gonna say that. This is why it's extremely, extremely important that you vote. Because every time someone who has some capacity of thinking, every time you vote, you balance it out against someone who is completely brain dead and votes.
Who I saw people being like upset about a streamer who's not American saying that they're not going to vote for someone, which first of all they didn't say, and then second of all they're not American. So people being outraged that they said that they wouldn't vote for this person, despite they can't vote for him anyway because they're not American.
Yeah,
Like people are
I've
fucking. Oh
I've seen
yeah,
similar like equally stupid things. I'm not gonna go too much into deep because that's a bit too far into politics. You don't need to go there.
yep. But yeah, basically
And
people
thanks,
people are
Dalek.
dumb.
Yeah,
Oh,
people
what?
are really dumb. They're complimenting this stream setup.
Yeah, it's a podcast. It's Unscripted Toast. The logo, which was I drew, and then Ben touched up, and Lay made the art. It's good.
Political
But yeah,
streamer? No.
what you don't want to talk about the state of the world? I can't believe you want to be an escape for people. That's how could you not give your undivided attention and take on every single socio-economic and political issue in the entire world and not just be a silly purple cat on the internet for people to just laugh at and have fun watching. How
I
could
feel
you?
like I discussed way too many things and
You
leaving
have.
controversial topics to be like considered just an escape at this point. I
Yeah.
do try to like not become a drama channel or a political channel. Like I'm definitely not gonna go down that route. I enjoy
Yeah.
the Christmas stuff. I enjoy the random stupid bits and stuff we do. I enjoy random ideas like the podcast and stuff like that. So
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about drama stuff here. Anyway, Nikocado Avocado.
that's not really drama though. Like actually good for
Yeah.
that dude.
Yeah,
Like
he
that,
got
I'm not
skinny.
even gonna
That's cool.
consider that drama. That's just content.
We
That's what
briefly
that
talked
was.
about this like a while ago at Audience Anarchy that
Yeah,
one night. Do we want to go talk more about it? Because it really is an interesting thing of because
yeah.
I knew about him for a long time. I kind of followed him for a bit because he was a lol cow and like all the dumb shit he did, like even way back at the beginning. Uh,
He's
and
the
then
lol
being
cow that escapes.
well, okay, here, okay. I remember somebody bringing it up, and I fully agree with it because like how he was like, oh, I'm always two steps ahead, right?
Yeah,
Everything was planned from the beginning of, getting fat and then getting better and then making people have this assumption of me. Um, is it really that much of like a gotcha moment? Like where in that plan did showing your inflamed asshole on OnlyFans fall into? That's what I want to know. Because that was something he did. Was he literally showed his inflamed anus on his OnlyFans when he was,
Jesus Christ.
fucking 400 pounds. Like, like how does that fall into your little plan? Because at a certain point, that's just you know
Hmm.
you doing that.
Well, I don't think that he really cares. Like, okay, no, I don't think he don't cares. I'm pretty sure that he don't give a flying fuck about his public image, and if he can capitalize on it, because I can easily imagine just how much notoriety, like even something as fucking stupid or weird as that, it still brings in money. It still brings on revenue. It brings in eyes, and I do think that very similar to how Asmongold described him, he's an artist, and this is just his like his way of visualizing his art. Like this is his art.
I guess. I mean, again, where does he go from here? That's what I want to know. Because he did this whole plan. He went away for 7 months. He had like 2 years of stuff pre-recorded or whatever. He got uh, uh, thin, but people watched him for the crazy shit that he did. He was freaking out as you know, big fat fucker, like doing mukbangs, screaming at his husband, crying, all this crazy shit, and that was what people were
Yeah,
watching. People were watching him for that. This watching the Titanic sink is what they were doing. And now that the
yeah.
Titanic has now stopped sinking and is back in the water, whoa, what will
Well,
people
that's the
watch?
thing.
What is the content now? How does he keep his
I
audience
think I think a
sustainably?
part of the same audience who were rooting for him to fall, I think a big part of those will say, because similar to how this kind of like shocked everyone, they want to, and similar to how what you asked as well, they want to see what happens next. He says he's always 2 steps ahead. I'm pretty sure
And
a large majority, maybe not a majority, but a large part of that audience is going to stay because they want to find out what happens next. It's like a story. He has gone into the next chapter, and they want to see what happens next now. And on the same kind of the same thing, like Kritz asked, an inflamed asshole is art, question mark. And
technically, yes.
I don't want to say that it's art, but it's, when it comes to content creation, you know, sometimes you do weird stuff because it brings in money.
I mean, yeah, he
The,
did a
the
lot of that
sad
stuff
reality of this fact is, okay, sorry for cutting you off now, but the
from
sad reality of, I don't even know if I want to call it sad. It's just reality. He probably made more money off of that one picture of his inflamed asshole than most people here, including me, including Boshi, including everyone in chat. He probably made more money from that picture alone than most of us will make in a year. Probably.
unfortunately so. We were talking about the OnlyFans
Yeah.
stuff earlier. Yeah. Yeah. Um again, I was gonna say something, but you going off on that, like, my brain forgot what it was gonna say.
Sorry.
Uh, yeah, people are gonna people watch, you know, the people that were watching his downfall. You know, it's the next chapter now, and the fact that he was
Yeah.
able to tell a story, to have that planned out, to do this whole thing for 2 fucking years, shows that he knows what he's doing. Like, he understands what he's doing. He understands how to engage people. So I don't doubt that there is something that he can do to keep people. But at the same time, you know, like, the people that were watching him for that downfall, you know, are the same people that watch, you know, Chris Chan for his downfall, for Cyrax for their downfall. And now that, you know, when they got better, like when Chris went to jail, a lot of people fell off. When Cyrax got arrested, a lot of people kind of felt, because, like, there's nothing there anymore. Like, the person
Yeah.
to laugh at, you know, went more or less away. Nikocado is still there, but he's not what he used to be. Like, what
Yeah.
can he do? What will he do to keep people? I believe he might be able to do it. That there, you know, there's possibility for him to do it, but to keep the same level of attention that he had from that before, I don't know if he can do that. Like, it's gonna be tough because there's definitely gonna
I
be at least
think
somewhat of a downfall. especially from the peak
Thinking
of
about it
this moment.
as yeah, think about it as like a character because that's what he was. He was playing a character, and this is kind of like bordering on what Fox is saying in chat. I just can't see his like years long mess was planned. It's ridiculous. I don't remember exactly when he did that video that a lot of people were referencing. You talked about it as well when he was
2 years
saying
ago?
more or less the same monologue. Was that 2 years
Ah,
ago?
about 2 years ago, yeah. A little bit more,
Yeah,
maybe.
I can't say no. In my opinion, I can't say for sure whether I think he had this plan all along to begin with. Maybe it was a plan he realized at some point. But what we know for sure, or at least what is safe to assume, is that from that video from 2 years ago, from that video onwards, at least, he had a plan. I believe that much. I fully believe that from that video, he had a plan. Before
I
that period, I don't know. And how this, sorry, to kind of like tie it into what we're talking about, how this ties into also the infant asshole. He plays a character. And the thing with content creation, especially when you're playing a character, if you break the character for even one time, it breaks the illusion. And that's kind of what he did with that video. He broke the character when he was doing that monologue. And staying true to the character is very, very important. Again, especially when it comes to content creation. So the inflamed asshole, that could literally just have been A, capitalizing on it, and B, pushing that character. The
yeah,
character of he's crazy, he's lost it. Because yeah, who the fuck does that, you know?
yeah, I think personally, like, having seen him for a long time, having watched it throughout time, uh, I could see him like, he could have been building that plan before, like, as he was starting to get fat, because the fact that, like, back in the day, he was a vegan, and, he was skinny, and he knew how to keep it that way. And so him getting fat, gaining this weight, I think he was like, "Okay, let's see how far I can take this before it like fully negatively insane impact, and then hide away for a bit and then lose that weight and keep this facade going." I think it was built over time. It came to him, and then that moment was him being like, "Okay, boom, setting this plan in action. Let's go."
Yeah. Like
So he
realizing the
knew.
plan over time.
Yeah, it was growing, and he figured it out how to weave it to be this narrative. So I think, because again, like, he's posted, I think, like 2 or 3 pictures since the thing, and they get good views, but, like, the internet is gonna lose interest, like, if he doesn't do something quick,
Yeah.
because God, the attention span is fucking gone nowadays.
Yeah, I've kind of
Uh,
already stopped hearing about it. Like people aren't as excited. It
exactly.
was like basically a week at most, or 5 days or something like that.
Yep, it happened. The next couple days, Lud made a video, Critical made a video, and then people started to not really care as much. Still pretty fuck
Yeah.
having go to those lengths. Something a normal and he's not a normal person. I'm not claiming that he's a normal person. He was already kind of being crazy as just the vegan back in the day. Uh, but he kind of turned it up to 11. He's not a normal person.
Yeah. But like to kind of go further on that point, he went to a really, really high prestige artist school. I don't remember exactly what was what it was, but I know it was like very high prestige. He used to be a highly, highly regarded violin player.
Yep.
Like learning how to play a violin, that's not easy. That's like
Yeah.
considered one of the most complex, complicated instruments to learn. And he was really fucking good at it. So one thing to say that is safe to say is he's not stupid.
Yeah. crazy, but not stupid. Like
Yeah.
they're not mutually exclusive. A lot of very
And
smart people are fucking crazy.
yeah. And I think that's like kind of what comes back to how this is his way of creating art.
Yeah, and it worked. He's
Yeah.
getting money. He's getting paid. He's getting attention and notoriety, whether it be good or bad. But that's what's happening, and you can't say it's not. Unfortunately, it works.
Yeah. And yes, people love to follow the downfall of something or someone's channel. I think that's a big reason why, especially on like social media, and I'm not talking about specifically Twitter now, just in general social media. People are very quick and very trigger happy to jump on any opportunity to attack someone for even a slight small hiccup or fuck up. Because they want to see people fail. Whether for
Yeah,
personal reasons or, people just enjoy watching it.
that's why there's so many, like I be the first to admit
Sunny
I've watched
V
many
for
of them while at work of videos of being like the downfall of so and so, whatever, this person, the rise and fall of, X Fighter 27. It it's interesting to see somebody like succeed and then fall. It's a story, like you said. But here's the thing with like the story
yeah,
is that will it have a good epilogue? If that was the peak, if that was the narrative climax of Nikocato's story, and we're on the cooldown now, where does it go from there? What like
yeah,
it's tough. As somebody who, and nobody's really gonna care about this, but and I'll make it brief. Wrestling is a very story based thing, of which doesn't end. It's a constant story going on, and there are stories that rise and fall, and keeping interest for a long time is hard. And so if you can manage to do that, that you've done something right. So hopefully he can do that. But I mean, we'll see. A lot of lol cows don't know that they're lol cows, and I feel like he might be self-aware enough to realize that,
yeah.
which is an interesting
And I think he was
dichotomy.
kind of, banking on it.
Yeah, which not many do. If they
Yeah,
just realize that, if they just realize that people are watching you to make fun of you, then use that to your advantage. Make
yeah.
money from that.
But I feel like that's kind of one of the things that sets. I'm kind of still new to the whole concept of a lolcow, so I do think that is kind of like part of what makes a lolcow. The fact that they're unaware, because
Yeah,
as
the
soon as you
fact that
realize that they're banking on it, they're making money off of it, that takes away.
it
If
depends.
people okay, take Chris Chan for example, if everyone knew that okay,
Thanks,
he's
Dinobot.
playing it up on camera because um he can sell merch or he can sell something, he can make money off of it. I think a lot of people would take it less, a lot of people would be less interested, I think.
Yes, yes, 100%. Because that kind of happened with Chris. Of like they were massive in like 08, 09. And then when they started to get further on into time, they were trying to make profits off of like selling their medallion or selling their art. And they were really on the decline. They were getting low on money. Not many people were paying attention to them. The only thing that brought them back to the limelight was unfortunately the thing with his mother, of which shot up interest again. Because again, he was falling off. Like there wasn't many people watching. He was just relegated to mostly making posts on Facebook, and it did not much attention there. Nobody was really paying attention. And then that one big thing happened. Boom, explosion of interest again.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to profit like when you get to that point they're like I'll do cameos, and but I won't talk about this, because even then he was still trying to push it away, like I'll take your money for cameos, but I won't mention this stuff or that stuff because I don't want to talk about it because it's from my past and I don't like that. So it's like
Yeah.
even then they still didn't fully go in on it, but yeah,
Why
you
would you throw
can
that at a cat on the
do it
internet?
right, but it's fucking hard to skirt that line.
Yeah. Also, Caillou, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Welcome.
Caillou, like the little bald kid.
No, Kaiju. Wait, well, I think
There you
Caillou. I
go.
don't know.
Kaju. I don't know.
Kaiju.
Kaju
Kaiju
baju.
Baju.
Kaju baju kaju baju kaju baju kaju baju mushroom.
Thank you for subscribing. Welcome.
Hey Todd, you should promote your video.
I should promote my video.
Yeah. Speaking of, people subscribing, subscribe to the
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Is that link
Subscribe
correct?
to your channel.
Oh, it
We
is.
have a new
Nice.
video out.
New video. It's been like a month or so. So be sure to like it. Be sure to comment. Be sure to share it with your friends and other VTubers.
Yeah, I
Everyone's
changed it.
correct this time. Good job.
Yeah, I changed it within like 24 hours, I think.
I think it's
No, I'm
doing
pretty
all
sure.
right, right?
Yeah, it's doing all right. Last time I
Hell
checked, I
yeah.
haven't checked it in like a couple of hours now.
Yeah. The flames of disaster. The flames of disaster. Yeah, it's going to be interesting actually cuz you're not going to have any content for like the next 2 weeks or so. So I guess Kuzan will have to pull from back catalog of stuff.
I
Good
think it'll be
luck.
fine. We have a lot of coffee streams as well.
Oh yeah, I forget you do those. You
Just a
won't
bit
be
of
able to
extra
do those
content.
at San Diego. But
Yeah, well, I might be
you-
able to.
are you going to bring like a laptop or something? How are you going to do the AI voice?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna bring my laptop, and it does have the software and everything set up.
Oh.
But I don't know how well is it going to run.
I want to use your AI
So,
voice.
yeah.
I want to know what I sound like as you. Will chat be able to tell
That'd be
it to
kind of
me?
funny. God
Of
fucking
the
damn it.
the abandonment. OMG, are you going to TwitchCon? Can we meet up? Todd, can we meet up at TwitchCon?
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Maybe. Oh hell, fuck you,
No
it's not a no.
promises.
We're gonna share an Airbnb, but she's gonna stay away from me the entire time. But yeah, I'm glad the video is doing good.
Yeah.
It's good to see that again. A lot of fun. It was a good video. It was a good mix of not VR chat and VR chat, which I
Yeah.
think is like the good balance to get.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned it on the day of release. Like when I first saw, I was a bit worried because generally speaking, videos that have been less VR chat focused have usually not like been. A lot of them haven't felt as engaged, but this one felt really engaging and really interesting. So
Yeah, I think
I really like what Kusum did. She did a
yeah,
great job.
what was happening with the fact that it was literal explosions from Baldur's Gate, I think helped because that will get the attention.
People liked us. Yeah.
Yeah, people like explosions and stuff. So it being first is, it's a very sketchy hit or miss of whether or not people will stay. But I think hopefully they will, and it seems that they have, based on the
Yeah.
viewership. Well, you're getting close to 100K, Todd. It's gonna happen soon.
So we've been close
promise.
for a while.
Been close for like I was watching old videos and it was like the Christmas event. I was making jokes about like, You know, Todd's pretty close to 100K. Can we make it before the end of the year? And yeah, we're still not quite there yet. Chat, what the fuck? Why aren't
Yeah.
you like Mr. Beast's
No,
audience? Subscribe.
no, that's not the
What?
um. The funny thing is that we are like one decently good video, or no, okay, one pretty damn good video. It doesn't have to be like viral good, just pretty good, or two like decently good videos is enough to bring us to 100K.
What
We
big
just need to
trend can we
get the
capitalize
momentum.
on that we can
I don't
milk
know.
for content to get a good video? When's the next Digital Circus video come out? That one did well, right?
Yeah, but the second one we didn't do as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd been a bit.
It's about
It had
more
been.
than just like being on topic. You also gotta like
It
keep them
was.
interested. Like the first 30 seconds is like super important. First 10 seconds are like extremely fucking important.
Can you do like a you laugh you lose challenge video or something? That'll get views, right?
Unironically, the idea that you mentioned before, like reacting to old videos, like that is unironically a really good idea.
Chat.
It's just
I mean,
tedious.
it's not tedious. What do you
And to be
mean?
fair, I've never done off-stream content before like that. So again, I still don't really know where to start.
It'll be fun. I mean, the idea that we had, me and you, we sit down, we pull up the videos, turn the fucking camera on, record it, we react to the video, we bring in a guest once in a while for like a video. We go through season 1 of your videos, and then that's it. Just turn the camera on, let it go, vamp, make jokes, make the commentary that people will want. Boom, there you go. It's not that hard. We just got to sit down and record it. I'm free pretty much any time that I'm not at work. And you know when that
Yeah.
is. It'll be easy, Todd, and it'll be fun, and then people will like it. I want to watch you cringe at your old videos. It's gonna be great.
I hate the old videos. I actually
Oh,
can't
it's gonna
fucking
be
watch them.
great.
You need to be 2 steps ahead of the next Twitch boundaries. Oh, that's easy. Just flash my tits, basically. Do that kind of stuff.
Let's
Easy.
go. But yeah, I guess it'll have to be like after TwitchCon, but
Yeah.
which is, man, time.
10 days,
You're gonna
roughly. That's gonna be
you're
away.
you're gonna be away for like a lot longer than I am. Well, not a lot. You're gonna like you leave on Tuesday and you get back on like Thursday, Friday. It's like you won't be here
Yeah.
for the next DMCA or like the next 2 DMCAs, right?
Yeah.
So
Uh,
it's gonna be community DMCAs for the next 2 weeks. I don't know who will. Somebody will probably stream it, right? Yeah,
At
Flops
least,
will be
well,
there.
at least for the next week.
Yeah,
I think we were talking about maybe moving the second DMCA for the Sunday, potentially. It's nothing confirmed yet. It's just something that was brought up, both as a test, but also just so we can actually do it properly.
yeah, maybe, yeah. But at least for
What is
next
try
week,
to recreate the old Wiggles? The worst
people
part
want
is
it,
that
Todd.
that's easy because they're bad.
People will see it and they'll be like, "Yes, let's go." It's funny. Look at her, silly cat. I think the best part is gonna be because what I really want to know is like what you were thinking those times because you were mute, so like you couldn't say anything for like all of that.
Yeah.
So it'll be an interesting new viewpoint as you've grown and
Yeah.
as you've made new models, talked.
I don't know. I really do like the idea. It's just I don't really know how to do it. Do we go through every single video, like the entirety of it? because that's gonna take a lot of time in that case. And I'm not just saying a lot of time, like a lot of time.
I mean, like I said, we can break it down. Like if we do season 1, then like we can watch half the episodes one day, half the episodes the next day. We just go through them, and then you don't need to talk forever. Uh, there's also that idea that Feast just gave.
Didn't even have to say it. That's actually a fucking great idea. I actually really, really like that.
I mean, that can be part of it. Like if we rewatch it and then we have you redub some of your old stuff, cut that in. I think
That could,
that
yeah.
it could be part of it. But yeah, just sit
I think
down
maybe
and record.
we do have the like end of season like compilation, like the long videos. I think
Yeah.
maybe reacting to those might be better because usually
I
those include most other like highlights.
I I, I understand that. Like I fully believe that like if you wanted to just make it that, yeah, you would just watch the best of. In my opinion though, the best of videos leave out a lot of just little moments that you look back and you're like, "Oh shit, I remember that." And you get like nostalgic memories and like things that weren't big enough to be a part of the end of the year thing that you just miss out on. Because there's a lot of stuff that gets cut. You take one or two clips from a video, like a 10-minute video, and put it in a thing. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
perfect way to describe it. What Uzi said, it's like director's commentary. That's the way that I pitched it, as you doing director's commentary. Because people like that. And also, I've been telling you for fucking ages, long form content, I think does like sometimes it does well. If you do like a
Wait,
fucking
no.
like
That's something I already can say. Like all the long videos, all videos that we have ever released that are like over 30, 40 minutes, they perform great long term. They usually perform really bad on release, but over the course of like months and maybe years, they do usually better than most other videos.
yes, that's why. It it's the thing I always bring up of like the Coffin and Andy and Layla. If you just do that out with minimal editing, it won't do good immediately. Like it'll do all right, but throughout time, people that find your channel and they want to just, you know, have that thing up, just watch that.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Our like hour-long videos, 2-hour-long videos that they're just in the background, or like what I do for work, where I just have it on and I'm listening to it while I'm doing shit. There's so many people that do that, or just they're playing a game and they want background noise. They're playing Minecraft,
yeah,
building a house, and then there's that. It's something that, every like once a month maybe you put out a video like that, or like once every 2
yeah,
months, I don't know. Because again, it doesn't you've wanted to try editing, and it doesn't need to be like a super mega uh, you know, edited video. It's just cut out little bits here and there, not too much. There's something I saw Chibidoki do. I don't know, I'm sure other people do it as well, but uh the first like 2 minutes of a video of like a 5 hour long video will be like edited like a normal video where the chat like the text bubble will be popping up and she's like, all right guys, we're gonna be doing this, here's like a little funny thing, here's there, and then it goes into the video and then you realize that, oh, there's no editing anymore, but by the time you've noticed it you're already
yeah.
like
Okay,
20 minutes in. So just like at the
yeah,
start grab people, then let it go. You don't need any more.
yeah. But a lot more
You see?
music videos with Talis Bringles. Yeah, that extra roll video is one of the best performing videos of this year.
That's good. And it's straying from your norm.
Yep.
It's not the normal videos you've been putting out. So
Yeah,
it
because that one replaced a
rewarded for
full
difference.
like normal video. That was
Yeah.
the like release for on a Friday.
But yeah, and this podcast itself, like Chris was saying, is good background noise of just people have it. Like again, these podcasts being uploaded either to their own channel or whatever is perfect long form content that people can get behind, that people can just have up.
Yeah. There's a lot
Just
of
saying.
options for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just make a channel for like Totless long form content where you put the
I
the
really
long videos. You don't
I
I
hate
mean,
that. I hate making multiples. I think it's so annoying. I understand that you kind of have to because the videos
yeah,
affect
cuz
your no other videos' performance, which is fucking stupid. By the way, I hate that so much. It shouldn't, but yeah, that's how it
but
works
it
in
does.
YouTube. I think it's so fucking ridiculous. But
And you can't do
I
anything
would
about
prefer
that.
to
It's
just
like
have everything in one place
it
because that's what
that
makes
would be nice,
sense.
but you can't do that. You can't go to a store, you can't go to like a fast food place and get, all these different like get a pizza and get a fucking, cooked cod and burger and like all this stuff. Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you can actually buy it at this location." Like, go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get all of your shit in one place because, like we were saying before with Twitch, people come for this content and they're not gonna stay for like the other stuff. Like, if they come for long form, they're probably not gonna be interested in the short form stuff.
Yeah,
So having a channel for the long form stuff, I know you hate the idea of it, but it would just make the most sense because that's what most
I
people do
guess.
now.
I guess. Yeah.
It is what it is. You can't really argue too much there because you know
Well, yeah.
it it's stupid. I agree with
I'm
you
not.
100%, but
Yeah.
you can't really do anything
Yeah. I'm
about it.
not arguing it. I just hate that this is how it works.
And I'm just saying,
I understand that it is how it is.
do it. People want it.
Shorts in general are just so big currently. Yeah, I was looking at that and I was kind of like scrolling through all the shorts on my YouTube channel. They're all like pretty pulling in views pretty regularly, which is kind of like surprising to me because it's
I
never
mean,
really been a big focus.
yeah, it's just the short form content. It pulls in views over time, like you said, with the long form, with the short form as well. I think it pulls in view because it's just quick, digestible content. People can just be on
YouTube
their
is really
phone, look
pushing
at
it
a couple
still.
of them, and then scroll. Even though I don't personally use,
Yeah,
I barely watch shorts.
I wouldn't say that YouTube is still pushing it, like really pushing it or pushing it hard or anything like that because when it was first released, they were that's when they
Yeah,
were really pushing it. Like Jesus Christ, that's part of the reason why my YouTube blew up because we figured out that they were pushing so much before Spiffing Brit actually found out about it. We were actually ahead of the game, even though it was by accident. We were ahead of the game, and we benefited greatly from that.
and that's good. Is knowing what the people want and then acting on it. Whether or not like other people have been like, actually, if you do this, more people are into that. No, just do it. See if they like it. If they don't do it. Trial and error.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to fail.
The
What?
yeah. No, I think that's pretty much done.
Yeah. Or how long has it been? 2.5 hours? Is
Yeah.
that where you want to call it?
Time has flown by like it's
Yeah.
so fast.
When having fun when you're yapping.
Yeah. I enjoy this. Like
Yeah,
I
I do
wasn't really
too.
paying attention to the time until the 2 hour mark.
Yeah. Think about it this time. The next time that we'll have a podcast, we'll have we'll have met each other. We'll have seen each other. Put your tongues back in your mouth, assholes. It's gonna be completely different 2 weeks from now with the next unscripted toast.
Yeah. Then I had Planet talk about. Hi,
Oh,
Puck.
it's gonna. I wish there was like a good San Diego world. I looked for like a San Diego world a while back. There's nothing, but like being able to be in San Diego when we talk about San Diego be fun.